hello, everybody. It is building time. I want to get a little building in before shorter stream today, but I want to get a little building in. Building time. So, here's what we're going to do, Chief. Here's what we're going to do. I was having some thoughts. Okay. So, right, that's what the thoughts were. Well, there's a couple different thoughts I'm having. You know, I'm a man who thinks. I think I did some lumber off trying to cut down a couple trees because, you know, it's not the most entertaining. Right now we have this pipe down here, and we have it going underneath the, you know, underneath this shit here, right? Underneath the door and going in. But I was thinking about it a little bit. And this would require me tearing down everything I've built so far, which I'm not, you know, I don't love. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love that. One, I don't know. This building does feel a little tall, like especially with the roof. That like ceiling is gonna be enormously high, and we can stand for it to be a little lower, so we can lower it a little bit. Huh? Okay, sorry. I got distracted. But anyway, if we lower this one, then you'd think that the pipe would be that high, but also if we don't have it go down one in the corner. So I think, okay, the alternate idea is we have the pipe, instead of going this way out, we start the pipe from this block. It's at this height at the beginning, right? And right now, that'll hit that. But if we lower it all by one, then it'll clear that, actually. So we can just, like, have it come out one here, just, like, literally come out one, take a right, go over into there. And I think that will look good. I think that'll look better than what I have right now. Like probably, you know? I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, you know, I think so. It makes sense to me that will look better. So I'm going to endeavor to achieve that.
I was laughing at the fact that I picked you up and put you in the soup and picked you up and put you in the water. So I picked you up and I walked you over here and I put you down. And then I picked you up again and I carried you over here.
I think for once you might actually be getting through. I don't know.
Me?
I don't know. Can anyone hear Maggie talking in the background? Hello, Ori, hello. I'm doing a little building. No, you might be coming. I don't know. Maybe not. You can hear the... Okay, it was audible that you are talking, but not what you're saying. But yeah, the reason I haven't streamed so far today is because Maggie is just like is on a call playing a game with her sister right now, and we're doing that in the same room because it's really hot. So there's really only like one habitable room in the sort of in the building. A little bit. Well, actually, I don't know. Our other roommate's room might be good, but obviously she isn't gonna go in there to call her sister. But, See, I'm moving this a little bit because, for good reason, I think, more or less, yes. The one thing is that the corner's not going to look that good, which has me a little bummed. Yo, Mr. Streamerman, can you shill for me? I could shill for you. I'm capable of shilling for you. I do need, like, could I have some context, please? What am I shilling for exactly? We're back. Let's go. Were we gone? What happened? Where? Podcast. I'm shilling for fucking. Oh my god. I'll shill for STEM without genocide. I mean STEM against genocide if you promise to let me on the podcast at some. At some point. I will definitely be on at some point. Okay, then I'll chill. What do you want me to say in particular? Is there anything you'd like me to say? That's not terribly visible, but that's weird. 3 p.m. tomorrow, a podcast. Is there like a... Come on, what fucking channel is this gonna be on, Chief? What the come on. You need to, like, give me, like, publishing. I can't just say the name and say, be there 3 p.m. Okay, but, like, you've gotta, like a link or something. Also, frankly, I don't think me shilling is, like, I don't have any other viewers right now, so, like, shilling for something that's gonna be tomorrow isn't gonna help. Like the videos get more traction. Like, if I could have, like, edited in a segment, a sponsorship segment into the VOD I just uploaded, but I already uploaded it, so, like, I don't know what you want me to do. What do you want? What do you want from me? You're this. I'm just read those messages. Okay, so 3 p.m. tomorrow, be there. You've not even actually told me to say the name of the podcast. Like, you've not even told me to say the name of the pod. Come on. Come on, Ori. Come on. Come on, man. Really? Like really? Really? You're better than this.
Huh? Yeah.
Law, I know, but it's funny. Okay, so what the fuck am I saying? I'm saying just the phrases 3 p.m. tomorrow, be there like IDK, I'm coming to your house. That's the ad read I want you to read. It's gonna be on its own channel. You can say it and you will. XD nah. And then we're done, because that's after you said just read those messages. So that's, all of those messages are, I imagine, what you'd want me to say. But I am gonna say more, or is that gonna get me kicked off the podcast if I say more? Because I'm perfectly willing to say the podcast is named STEM Against Genocide, and it's the homies Ori and Jaden talking about, you know, who's to fucking say what they're talking about? But you know, like they could be talking about like whatever the fuck, but. I'll be on at some point, and then I'll chill more, cause that's good. What I should really do, is I should make another From the Depths video. I should make another From the Depths video and show them those, because the From the Depths videos do freakishly well, is what I've. I guess even though From the Depths is a very niche game, it also means that there's way less coverage, so people trying to look for From the Depths videos, run out of them a lot quicker. So like there's like more, there's less supply and like therefore more demand, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Check DMs for a special preview. You made a, what is that font choice, Chief? What the fuck is that? What the... I hope this podcast does like shockingly well, and that I can have you show for me. That would be really funny. Let's create. You stole. That's the UN logo in the background. Jesus Christ, man. All right. I think I'm I've just realized in my, like, reconstruction I'm doing here, I'm essentially tearing down this entire structure to change how I want it to look slightly. Great. Don't you just love that? Don't you just love doing that? Isn't that always fun? Isn't that just the most fun thing in the world? When you have to tear down a whole fucking build just to, like, change a minor aesthetic attribute. I love that. Yeah. What's that episode gonna be about? Can I get a what game are you gonna be discussing? Is this the first episode that's technically Elden Ring, or is this a different? Is this like the episode that you recorded, or is that gonna become like a pilot for the concept, and then you're actually recording a different like actual first episode? Cool. Elden Ring, cool. Yeah, if you want to hear some talk that is theoretically about Elden Ring, you know, as all podcasts are, every podcast in the world is theoretically about some specific topic, and then in practice is just about whatever the fuck, except the ones that are just like actually about nothing. Those also do exist, and I know this does sort of fuck up my whole personal entire point. What was it? It was regular? Wait. How the fuck did this shit look? How the fuck does shit look? Oh, I have a bang bang, bam bam, bang bang Bam. Bam. Wait, one of these is wrong. When you first said ER in chat instead of thinking you meant Elden Ring, I thought you were just going that you were just going because you weren't sure what the episode was about, which would have been very funny. All right, I've shilled.
Hello.
Hello. So now after I've shilled, you join the.
Yeah. I'm very good at this, as you can tell.
You're gonna be such a good. You're gonna be so good at content creation. You're gonna get 5 more billion views.
Well,
you know.
I had, I think somehow across my 2 YouTube videos, like the single most views out of the Uqual and I for the longest time.
Really? How much? Oh shit! How that? There it is. I have a decent number of views on a couple things now. He's not good, but you know.
I had like a few hundred before any of the rest of us did.
Yeah, I've got.
On one of my 2 fucking things.
I need to start making shorts, man. I start making shorts.
I've been considering shorts for
STEM Against Genocide.
STEM Against Genocide. The biggest candidate is Jaden randomly shilling for 100 line, like way before we knew it was gonna be good, and then me complaining about it and ragging on it.
Yeah.
Here we are. Our second episode is going to be Monkey Island, and
you can't do Monkey Island and 100 line in the same episode. Come on.
I think we might.
Use some fucking sense. Have some fucking sense. Because you have so much to say about 100 line.
We don't have a ton to say about Monkey Island, though.
Okay. Yeah, but then you could just ramble.
Yeah. To be clear, over half the thing is not about.
I know, but I do feel like if you do Monkey Island and 100 line in one episode, that's gonna be like a 6-hour recording.
It'd be really funny, though.
I mean, you can do a 6-hour recording.
I think it is like the Elden Ring one is like 2.5 or 3 hours or something.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say you're gonna double it, dog.
What's your presentation on?
Anyway, what do you think of the lowering technique here? Because now I have this pipe up here, and it's gonna go in through above rather than through below, which I think is gonna look better. What do you think about that?
I'm not currently looking at the screen. Let me see about that.
That looks nice. Because I think it going all the way out over here was going to look weird, especially since I'm going to want the water back here. So it would have went all the way out, turned left with a wacky looking support, and then over here need to turn left again to get over here probably. Whereas this feels a lot more probable to me. And also I feel like I think I like this height better. I feel like it was too tall before. Like this. Like I think that was too tall.
Yeah, that's probably good.
When are you going to be traveling again?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I love tearing down a whole structure to make a minor aesthetic change.
That's so good.
It's so good. work on anything since we last spoke? And I believe not, but I don't know.
Not practically.
So impractically then? What do you mean by that?
I mean, minor stuff.
This is why we need a roof. We can't have all that rain getting in our slime tank. And in our, you know, we want to hydrate it the proper amount. Shit, now I'm real. Do I want to put a rain collector on the roof for extra water? Maybe. How the pump turned out is actually growing on me.
Oh, it's muted.
You're muted?
We're saying, yeah, I like this. I think it looks good.
Yeah, I think it's a good decision for the. I think it was a good route for this.
I think the bamboo was actually a good choice. I think it's working well.
Yeah, it's working. It's working. But there's a part of me that still thinks it might be too bright, but also I can switch it out either for mud brick or like jungle later if I want to. So I think mixing in the mosaic has been nice for it though. I think that's added a lot of texture.
Yeah. Minecraft.
We should do, There should be a STEM Against Genocide Minecraft episode and we should all fight.
No. I don't think so. That thoroughly goes against the premise.
Does it?
Thing. Yeah.
What is the premise?
Well, the premise is we just kind of sit there and talk.
Yeah.
So doing a thing goes against the...
No, we don't play Minecraft. We talk. It's like it's. This would be like the subject of the stream would be. Yeah, obviously it's a podcast. Like. You just think I meant like PvP? No, I.
Well, that also doesn't work because it's games that we.
Yeah.
I don't know. Talk to Jaden about that one.
I don't know. I'm just thinking of what the fuck I could like be on for. I don't know.
Well, we were thinking about pulling people on for things they had like little to no context for. I don't know.
And also, I'd love to get in on a game at some point. That would be baller.
We were thinking about. I don't know what she would want to be called online, so. FK on Discord.
She's gotta get a better user. Actually,
get her on for like, I don't know, something she has absolutely no context for. We consider bringing her on for the Monkey Island episode. For example.
I see.
Just so, yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be something you know anything about. In fact, I think it may be funnier if you know nothing.
That's true. I do see that. That makes sense to me.
But Jane and I have kind of already ran out of games we can actually actively play together.
I see.
Like, well, there is like one or two, but he doesn't want to do them.
What are they?
Well, I keep saying he should do a Western CRPG.
Which game? Which
Like
what?
Neverwinter Nights or 2, which is getting a remaster in the next couple weeks, or like Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, he's never gonna say yes to Baldur's Gate 3 because of because of who knows
the bit.
For the bit, really. How the fuck do I make this roof line work?
We could bring you on for an episode, and you and I secretly play BG3 in the background, like before the episode, and then just hijack the episode entirely.
That would be funny. That would be mildly funny. That would be quite funny.
But that involves playing BG3.
Yeah.
The two of us.
Which
and you play things late, and I don't play things late.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been. Look, I'm not like busy anymore, and I can adjust my sleep schedule accordingly.
But also, like now I'm working like 4 days a week, plus my other job, because I've got 2.
What's the other one?
Research.
Since when?
Programming. My professor said my research was good and that he was willing to pay me.
Oh, you're actually getting paid for the second job.
Yeah.
That's good. Sucks that you're not getting paid for the first one.
I'm getting many vegetables.
You're getting paid in vegetables?
Mm-hmm. And fruits.
That's adequate for you?
It's a lot of vegetables and fruits.
You need to heighten your standards, dog.
I'm an envirosci major. I'm not going to get paid for anything in my life. If I heighten my standards, I will never have a job.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess. Sadly, that is fair.
And if I want to work in agriculture, same issue.
Yeah.
Or beekeeping, like more specifically. Yeah.
That roof line's not right. It's not right. I want to do like the wavy roof kind of deal, but I cannot. I'm having trouble figuring it out.
Yeah. I placed some barrels, but now I need more barrel.
You need more barrel?
Barrel.
How's that roof line look?
Are bamboo planks still like the cheapest plank I can get?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure bamboo wood's still the cheapest, and if it's not the cheapest, I will fix that. Because simply put, I have that many. Like it's 6 stacks of bamboo planks for 1 diamond. So, you know, that's pretty cheap. Like you could theoretically get cheaper, but like you won't. You're unlikely to. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, that roof line's hideous. That's hideous. Oh my god. That's so hideous. Let's like, you know, this is crazy for me. Roof with no stairs. This is like the most insane thing I've ever done.
I mean, it's all slabs. I think it's fine.
I mean, it's not all slabs.
Well, yeah. Slab differences. Slab increments.
Yeah. I feel like that could be slightly sharper, though.
I've come on your stream to sabotage and make you sleepy.
Shit. Fuck.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm like using my voice
Wrecked.
and my computer.
It's actually, I did almost yawn after you said that, so.
Hell yeah.
Why is that hell yeah? No, fuck you.
I'm cooking.
I'm gonna, I don't know. I'm trying to, I'm too sleepy to come up with good insults. I need to fix my sleep schedule bad. Shit, am I out of mangrove wood? Fuck, I am. Oh, god damn it. Why'd you... No! No, why'd you convince me to make a roof out of such expensive material? That goes against everything I stand for. This whole build goes against my whole philosophy for not getting completely fucked on resource costs. God damn it. Do you know what that philosophy is?
A cheap roof, expensive wall.
Yes. Because the surface area on the top of the building's a lot higher. Well, also, I like I had an idea of like framing it with deep slate and then filling it with more mangrove, and I might go start on that and then just do the framework right now and fill it with mangrove later because I'm cheap. Some nice deep slope brick. Deep slope. Deep slope. I should go get more everything, but more. I have a lot of deep slate at home that I can go get. Did I see deep slope again? I don't think so. At least the floor's cheap. In my mind's eye, I see a nice, like, arc shape, you know? How do I achieve that? I don't know. For the pipes for the slime and the honey, should I have that be like a big copper pipe, or should I do similar mangrove trapdoor pipes but filled with honey blocks and slime blocks?
I don't know. It is a good question.
Oh, I kicked my computer a little bit. just thinking, and I'm having difficulty with thinking.
Let's see.
I have a lot of extra mangrove trapdoors now, but I don't have a lot of mangrove wood on hand anymore. I also need to go get food, so I'm gonna do a supply run, I guess. I really need to go farm some XP to heal my pickaxe up, and I'm just lazy. You know?
Yeah.
Hello, large pig. I need to get another shield. I don't have one anymore. Mine broke a bit ago, and I keep forgetting to make a new one. Ow. Ow. You done calling with sister?
Yeah, I was losing my voice.
Oh, that's not good.
I was losing my voice and the computer was really hot, so I had it farther away from me so you were louder than me.
Oh. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So just call it.
I need to go through a lot of my redstone and remove some observer clocks. I think I'm having some tick lag in my industrial area. What am I getting? Shitload of deep slate mangrove wood if I have it. And if I don't have mangrove wood, well, there's always trees to be chopped. There's always trees in the way somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
There's so many fucking trees. Shit, I need more fireworks rockets too. I thought I had like a shitload. Maybe I left them. Solstice gets killed by kinetic energy so much?
He's used to having a certain degree of protection and feather falling and stuff, and lost it, I think.
Shit, I forgot food! I still want to know who fucking widened my stairway. You know?
Where?
Like in my nether stairway, like a while ago.
Oh.
We don't know who did it. Someone like widened it so you could fit a horse through or something, and no one owned up. You know? No, I've got it. I've got some lava chicken. Did you see the news?
What, that they added a song?
Yeah, they've added the lava chicken song from the movie.
Does it have vocals?
No.
Okay, good.
It's like a chiptune version. The lava chicken, Steve, you know, Jack Black.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you hop. That's how you elytra hop, right? That's it. Okay, that's the angle you want to go for fast elytra hopping. Cool. I figured out elytra hopping speeds, you know?
Is one of my favorite things.
Well, I wasn't very good at it before. Actually, I seem to have lost the touch that I just had. How do you... Yeah. Windmill! All right. What am I doing? Someone needs to mine a shitload of obsidian so we can do King of the Ladder. Fuck, we need to do King of the Ladder bad. Yeah. What am I doing? Trying to figure out what I'm doing is what I'm doing. Alright, what the fuck? What the fuck do I do? I'm gonna shitload of deep slate brick stairs, and a shitload of deep slate bricks, and a shitload of deep slate brick slabs. So, how do I do such a thing as this? Well, I'm feeling these on the pillars. This makes sense to me. And then I had this thought that you mentioned having like stripes and like bracing of deep slate brick running across it, and I do like that idea. But now I'm having to try to figure out how I want to like do that. You know?
Yeah.
Corners. The corners will be deep slate brick slabs. We'll do slabs. And then we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna go like, let's do another, no, it should be slabs. It should be slabs, I think. Why are roofs so fucking hard? You know? The classical roof curse is upon me. You know, the traditional roof curse. That looks fine. I think if I continue that across everywhere, I think that'll look okay. Like, probably... Well, I think especially if I continue it out in a slightly different shape. Also, actually, no, I think it needs a little bit of a peak here, and then we're gonna go out by like 2 block eaves? 2 block eaves are good. Oh, and then there's the classic challenge of trying to figure out how to keep mobs from spawning on the roof. You know? It's like, you know, how do you light a roof without it looking like shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you build a roof where all the blocks are in such a way that mobs can't spawn in them, but you can't always count on that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but actually, I've figured out an alternate roof shape that should be a lot less spawnable, actually, so hang on. Let me... What? No, I'll leave this over here, and then I'm going to start a new segment. I'm going to start a different test segment, like, over here instead. Where we do it... How? What was the thought I just had? Does the thought I just had actually, like, work? Well, it's... You know... I can't even remember what the thought was now, you know? I've just fully lost it.
Okay, iron shop set up and stop.
Woo! Congrats. Shit. Fuck. That looks like shit. Maggie got on, but she's too far to be audible. Nope, that's not it. That's not it at all. That's so not it. That's the least it's ever been. And I feel like I had this exact thought before, and I was like, last time I did the same exact, oh, I think that might work, and it didn't. Again. Like, I would offer for Maggie to get closer so she could be on mic, but I believe also that she was losing her voice anyway, so. You can hop in the call so you can listen to both sides of the conversation, though I think Ori's not been talking that much. But we'll maybe talk eventually, you know. Okay. What do you want to do, chill? I don't like roofs. This is gonna be expensive fucking roof. I mean, honestly, we can go a little shallower with the roof. Like, it's a jungle environment. You get in places without snow, you get a lot more, you get, like, you know, shallower roofs. I mean, I guess technically, like, most biomes in Minecraft don't have snow, but, like, even, like, most of the temperate biomes, like, you know, like, forest theoretically would have snow, you know, so I tend to, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it could be a little sharper. I don't know. It looks fine this way. Yeah, but do I want a roof that looks better than fine? I mean, yes, but I also can't figure out how the fuck to make it, so, you know, there's that. Like that, but it's like a block up. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. But again, I feel like I've already done this. I feel like I'm going in circles. Probably am going in circles. No, but that's gonna be the right shape, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Well, actually, no, that's it with a slight modification. Yeah, that's a better shape, I think. I think that'll look better. Mm-hmm.
What is the block you dye things with? The loom. That's...
I had no idea what the answer was to that. I'm glad you got it, because I wouldn't have.
If I need to make like I need to make it clear where the shop actually is.
And how's
It's not like
loom
very
help?
intuitive to get
How
to.
does a loom help?
I can make banners that write out iron and an arrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I need like colors and shit though. Yeah.
Wood stairs are more expensive than stone stairs.
Yeah.
Curse you for advising me to make the roof mangrove. Honestly, I feel like it doesn't even look that good. Like, color palette wise, I feel like it kind of doesn't look very good.
Oh, I'm digging it, but you aren't. Then.
I don't know, I feel like it's too much.
Yeah, I looking back over it, yeah, no, I'm digging it, so, personally.
I don't know, I think it looks like a little too much, so. But
Okay.
I'll finish it up and then I'll see what happens, and if not, I'll have a lot of mangrove to use for another project.
Man, I wish someone had like a dye shop.
What?
I wish someone had a dye shop.
Yeah.
Full of all the dyes.
I feel like that'd be hard to acquire goods for a little bit.
What if you can make like 2 farms to get most of it.
Eh?
Then you just need
Like a flower
cocoa
farm,
and...
like a... What's the other farm you'd want?
Well, you just mostly just 2 flower farms, and one in a swamp and one in a flower forest.
Yeah.
And then to pick up like brown, and you'd want like a maybe a wither rose and or a squid. You'd want maybe like a cocoa, and then maybe a cactus. But like the cactus in particular is. And cocoa. Who's buying brown dye?
Anyone who wants to make a big, like a big shit?
We've got wood for that.
Yeah. I guess once I fill this in with kind of some other colors, it'll probably not clash. I just honestly, I feel like it's I don't know if it needs it's something it's somehow clashing. I don't know. It's not right. I want roof opinions, if I may have them.
You have to tap back in. Oh yeah.
Really?
I'd bring this down.
Which
the
part?
Corner.
The corner? Yeah, but I don't know how
like
to make
these,
the corner come
those
down
four
with...
blocks, like half a block down.
Like, what, those four?
Yeah.
No mobs are gonna spawn up there.
You can put like string on them. I'm not entirely sure about the roof itself, but the overall color palette and structure, I'm fucking...
Yeah, the overall roof... I'm still unsure about the color palette of the mangrove roof. I'm still really unsure.
Well, here's the thing. This is mangrove already.
Yeah, I know!
So,
but it's like, that's like a really small accent, but this is too much mangrove. You know?
Yeah.
Is too much. It's too rich to be using that much. You know? Also, I cannot figure out the roof shape either.
Yeah.
But I really do think that the color palette looks too rich, but I also don't know what else, whatever the fuck else to use for it. You know? Like, I have no idea what other roof material I'd want to use, you know?
I'm surprised because you've been very high on like high contrast, high richness.
High contrast, not high richness a lot of the time. A lot of the time, not high richness, and something about just the big, bright, fucking red roof on this is just making me go, ah. I don't know.
I do think a trim would really help.
I think you're right. You're right. I think yeah, trimming it with some deep slate in the roof would really settle it down. I need to figure out how the fuck to do that, because again the shaping this roof is fucking impossible. I hate this roof.
When I get into that state, I just look at other Minecraft builds for roof shape inspiration because I'm just bad at roof shape. Personally.
But I know what shape I want. I just don't know how to fucking create it in Minecraft.
Yeah, that's why looking at other people's builds helps. In my personal opinion. looking at other people's builds helps me the most when I already have a vision in mind. Personally.
Let's add a little bit of trim.
Okay, back to trying to figure this shit out.
The trim has mellowed it out significantly.
Nice.
Ah. Yeah, that looks better. That's way better. Come look at it with the trim. Come look at it with the trim real quick.
I am banner making.
Oh, fair.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now I'm calm.
Interesting.
What?
I never would have thought of that as how the way to go about a trim.
Well, how would you have done it?
Edges.
Like the outside edge?
Yeah. What do you think? Can you tell what letter this is supposed to be?
Eye.
Does it look like a good, nice eye?
That's a nice eye.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I could have done the edges, and I might also do the edges, but honestly, I think breaking it up like that is kind of working for me, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't mean I wouldn't have done that in a bad way. I just wouldn't.
No.
have
I knew you weren't insulting it. I knew you weren't insulting it. But yeah.
Now to figure out how to do art. Easily going to be the hardest letter.
R.
Yeah.
Mangrove wood's so fucking a pain.
Okay, I'm going to the big guns. I'm going to the interwebs for R because R is very challenging.
Maggie, how's it going over there with you? How's that going? What? Oh, damn. Wait, I didn't use the shulker box that I brought and emptied specifically to make this supply run. I'm fucking stupid. Maggie, if you're not doing anything, I'm out of fireworks. If you can make a fireworks delivery run, that'd be highly appreciated. And you can come see the building. Building, you know? Steamed hams. I don't know.
Fuck, I messed it up.
How bad? How?
I need to wash off the banner.
How do you do that?
Oh my god, washing off the banner does one step at a time.
How many steps are there on this thing?
Well, I hit the max.
Ooh. I should make a banner from Arcade. Shit, I need to do that now. For the proud citizenry of Moorcade.
I think I fucked it up.
The banner again? Damn.
I'm not very good at these complex banner things. I was just wondering, considering how I do like visual art, is I something not
Is you what?
too dissimilar?
I mean, like vector art? Oh, hi, hello.
How I do visual art.
Yeah, vector art kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, of just layering shapes on top of
I
each
kind of
other.
want to do more of it. I was doing a little bit, you know, for the making the clocks and fabulous. And I'm kind of stuck on that because I can't figure out what the fuck I want to do for the other clocks. But I kind of just want to mess around with art more. I had a good time. Like I might try to do like a character portrait or two. Would be difficult. Would be difficult. Might be better to start with inanimate objects. You know?
I started with people.
For me personally, I'm just thinking I might be better off as a person starting with inanimate objects. I feel like that might come easier to me. Like I could draw a mean like ship or something. You know? Buildings. You ever done any like architectural drawings? I heard you say the thing looks good. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, it does. I think. Yeah.
Letter?
That's an R. The R's a little wonky, but that is an R.
Yeah. I can't think of a letter maybe other than Q that would be harder to do. I think Q is definitely hard. Like an uppercase Q is harder, but like...
Excuse me.
Luckily I don't need such
Such a letter is not necessary for you, luckily. Yeah. This is a good looking build, okay. I like building. I just kind of go back and forth between building a thing and then doing some redstone and then, you know, it's fun. Should I do more detailing? Yeah, but like it's hard. Detailing is hard. You know?
Okay, there's O. I am out of wool here.
Should I still have a name? I feel like I made one as a joke yesterday, but I forgot it.
For the slime place?
Yeah.
Splooge Fact.
No, that's not. That was when you said, and I'm not calling it that. I distinctly said I'm not calling it that. You know?
Your loss, not mine.
It's gross. It's nasty.
You're gross and nasty.
Sure, man. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Need more 4 banner. So is it true you get the new banner pattern by killing chicken jockeys?
I don't know. There's a new banner pattern with... There's a new banner pattern?
Or not the new banner pattern, the new record.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, sorry, the new record. Okay,
Maybe.
okay.
That would maybe make sense.
Be the first thing that you'd like go out of your way to kill them for.
Mm-hmm.
Other than getting villagers on chicken.
What?
Like, that's the other thing. You can get villagers on chicken through chicken jockeys.
Can you get like a baby zombie villager on a chicken, and then that'll grow up, and you can cure it?
Yep.
That's so funny.
You can get it.
That's so funny.
No, you cure it and then it grows up.
Okay, yeah, that's still funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could
So
cure
ZF,
babies.
yeah, ZF. I don't know if it's this Hermitgrass season or previous Hermitgrass season, but he's got a villager trading system that's entirely villagers on riding.
That's just like a vanity project.
I don't know why
point.
anyone would torture themselves though.
Yeah.
Everything
Sorry.
Everything he does is a vanity project.
I'm having bad lag of just like I'm doing the kind of lag where it's like you do something and then it rubber bands way back and you've not done it, and
That's generally like tick lag, but your connection looks solid.
yeah, my connection is fine.
And I'm not experienced.
And it's not like it can be like redstone tick lag because I'm not at my house. I'm here, and there's not really any redstone. There's no redstone here, really.
Well, and I'm not experiencing it.
Yeah. And like my machine is better than yours, I'm pretty sure. So like if you'd be having, we're at least even.
Well, I know if it were server side.
Yeah, if it were server side, then yeah. And if it somehow, yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
If it were all based on lighting updates that you're rendering and not me, that is the only possibility. Also, if you have shaders or something, I don't know.
I don't have shaders on.
I don't know much about shaders. I don't
have shaders on. I have
Okay,
some
then, yeah, I
shaders,
don't
but they're not. I'm not using them.
Okay, yeah, no idea. Here comes the man.
Am I roughly like on with that? Am I? What song is this that you're saying?
What's it called? Here Comes Your Man by the Pixies.
Okay, that is what okay. It sounded like you said "Here Comes the Man" the first time, which was confusing to me because I was pretty sure it was your.
I that is what I said the first time.
Is that intentional or an accident?
Well, none of it was intentional. It was all sort of subconscious.
I forget that's a thing you just do. Huh. My brain works so weird.
Brain.
What?
Brain.
Yeah. I had another world building idea for 6 cycle is all it was, because my brain had random thoughts. You know. I'm gonna make Jin like a sub faction of Fae, essentially.
Huh?
Look, it'll make sense. Look, it's.
You just said words, man.
Did that not make any sense?
I'm trying to ban it. Okay, yeah. They're Fae? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Jin or Fae.
Okay.
And they're like a faction of Fae that want to like develop the Feywild.
Okay.
I think that's interesting, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there's a Feywild?
Yeah, there's sort of, it's complicated, but yes, it's sort of, there's a bunch of different planes that exist on this weird spectrum. They're actually called spaces.
I was also today thinking about, for one of my settings, wrapping a commonly understood thing into a different thing.
Nice.
For Oops All Liches, dragons are all monstrosities.
I like that.
Dragons are artificial beings
I fuck with that.
that are a crime against nature.
I fuck with that. That's cool. Yeah, but essentially my thought. So the way that in 6 cycle the outer planes sort of work is weird.
Yeah.
So what was it? It was a mix of 2 different things, and I can't remember what they are.
Mm.
It's a little bit what the fuck was it?
Funny. This feeling inside.
It's like halfway between like the like Realm of Chaos in Warhammer Fantasy and like Oblivion in the Elder Scrolls.
Mm.
And also some other weird shit.
Yeah. I've again been having very similar thoughts about my setting.
Because here's the thought. So essentially, all the different planes exist across exist like fourth dimensionally across like a fourth spatial dimension.
Okay, fourth spatial dimension, not time.
Not time.
Okay.
It's a fourth spatial dimension, and like each plane has a distinct has like an energy related to it, like in term vibe wise, but there's no specific like thing about whether each plane is like demon related or like which of the like different factions of extraplanar entities are, because that's the thing with that different extraplanar entities. Fae and devils and demons and like whatever the fuck else are not like technically different classes of being. They're shaped differently, they look different, and are shaped by people's perception of them, but they're all sort of the same class of being. And they kind of fight territorially for like different areas, like there's a lot of like between like the angelic forces and I need to figure out how this makes sense with the other like angel related stuff I have. I need to figure that out, because there's stuff going on though. I think there's room to play with. There is the thought.
No.
And like when the Fae take over a place, it becomes like another sub realm of the Feywild essentially, and then there's also a lot of unclaimed space that is just occupied by the Dark itself, and that's where Porlation's ships travel through.
Mm-hmm.
This
I have come up with something similar, except it's not, strictly speaking, a fourth spatial dimension
Is it more
most of the
time?
time.
That's kind of true for this. It's not strictly a fourth spatial dimension. That's just like a good way to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what if you had a bunch of different 3D spaces that exist on some other fourth spectrum? Is essentially the idea.
Yeah, you see, mine doesn't. There's a one that is simultaneous, occupying the same space, and then the rest is all just different. It spatially exists with the others. Theoretically, you could walk there, I guess.
I fuck with that heavy. But you know, this is quite similar to our. This is quite similar, I think, in vibe.
We each came up with settings and have done really fucking weird things with them, but have an oddly similar pretty unique backbone to them.
Yeah, we have like.
You got your dark and my null.
Your weird god is weird.
Miasma.
Yeah, we have the same weird god, sort of. Not really, but kinda.
I'm gonna say not really.
Not really, but like it's similar in some ways.
I do have a deity that is primordial nothingness. That is space.
Yeah.
But they hate being worshipped.
Ah.
You acknowledge their existence by on your murals that include all the gods by leaving an empty space in the middle. That is how you acknowledge their existence.
I see.
But also most of the gods are forgotten. Most gods are forgotten in most scenarios. But gods are not at all tied to worship. In my setting. Which...
Gods are kind of tied to worship in my setting, in like a weird... It's different than most.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I should make like some... I should just make world building videos for 6th cycle. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I should do that. Maybe.
Like, if the gods are forgotten, well, they're still going to be an integral part of everyone's day-to-day life because they've just permeated society and the world space so much that you...
You have something to say?
The worship is not...
Give me a second. I need to talk to Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
There's an alpaca in me. Sorry, what you were saying?
And kinky? Maybe?
What? Sorry, I went to talk with Maggie for just a second. You just said something was kinky. What are you talking about?
Yeah, alpaca inside you?
Yeah, because there was a trader. It's a trader llama. Not an alpaca, actually. Excuse my misidentifying of camelids. Are they camelids, alpacas?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure they're camelids.
Mammals are not my area of speciality.
I think of all the different... What are your areas of speciality? What are they? Would you say?
Apis.
Yeah. But would you like say you know more like would you say bugs in general, or do you think that's too much?
Yeah, I'd say bugs in general.
I would agree with that.
I'm decent at. Here's the thing. I know, rather than knowing about specific organisms, I'm very good at, like, I can understand spatially and, like, biomechanically organisms on a very extreme level with time, but I don't have any one species I look at regularly, with the exception of
bees.
honeybees and the Contra River snake.
The what? I've not heard about the snake before.
The snake is what my paid research is in.
Ah.
It's they're extinct from the river they're named after.
Oh, that's sad.
But not the Colorado, which is their next. To be clear, this is the Colorado of Texas, not the Colorado of the one you know.
I didn't know there was a Colorado River in Texas.
Yeah, there is.
Is like a different river, or is this like just like a different section of the river?
Nope, completely different river.
Really?
Yep. It's not tiny either.
Wait, how does this work? How do I make this like happen? Oh, it's that simple. Oh, it's that simple? Okay. In that case, that's nice. That's good.
I've been trying to figure out the role of each like category of like D&D category of creature, because I'm sticking with D&D, I think, for this setting. Probably. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. But I'm at least thinking of the D&D categories of creature and their role. So dragons are like, don't exist as their own thing. They are a fundamental, like, violation of nature. And do not naturally have intelligence.
Huh.
Or didn't. That I'm considering having that have changed at a certain point in time.
That would be interesting.
I still need to figure out what giants are, but I'm considering removing giants as a thing and making them elementals. And making them fundamentally part of just reality, like making them the inversion to the dragons in that way.
Sense. Yeah, I like that. I mean, because like dragons versus giants is a classical thing, and so having them be inversions of each other in some way makes sense.
But again, I'm considering making them not be amazingly like intelligent and more so be fundamental forces of nature. But then again, I'm considering having a split between the high giants and low giants, and at a certain point in time, again, the high giants gained a very extreme degree of intelligence. Which just put them against their necessarily fundamental role. Same way that hyper intelligent dragons can work with nature. That I'm still debating. I may just leave them dragons as monstrous and giants just as forces of nature. But it is interesting with the idea of like giving them intelligence at a point in time. I think that is cool.
Yeah. Oh, this build's coming together.
Nice. The real issue is fiends. Like, I need fiends to exist.
Ooh, should I go skylight or no? No.
I should have like trapdoors in the roof.
I've thought about it, and like generally for this environment, the whole reason you fucking want a roof like this is for shade. You would never want a skylight. A skylight in a jungle is bad and stupid. Essentially, you know.
Yeah. Do you want an arrow?
One arrow?
One arrow.
Oh, do you not need the arrow or what?
I had an idea for it, and then the idea turned out to only need one of them and two of them because my idea had two.
I'll take it.
have an arrow. If you come to my shop, I have not told you where the iron is. I want you to see if you can find it based on signage,
Alright.
and figure out how to get to it.
I'm a big fan of signage.
And by signage, I mean bannerage.
I mean, that's a type of sign.
So, are there dragons and giants in your world?
Yeah. I'm not fully figured out what they do, but they do exist. I mean, there's just a lot of shit in Worlds.
Yeah.
Iron up. Okay. I see. It's hard to access these barrels without rotating it.
Skill issue?
You have to, like, click, like, the corner of the barrel.
What if I
mean, that's true with signs on, too, honestly.
If signs even more so. I mean, if you're coming up here, if you're already here, that isn't going to deter you from purchase. Is my thought process. I haven't stocked the lanterns, but the chains and the iron blocks are in.
Nice.
I decided to go 24 per dime.
What a lovely iron store.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the bulk price.
Yeah.
Because I will be mostly buying in bulk, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, this roof looks good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Any chance you'd like to hire me to make a tarpy bannery thing for sun protection?
Where?
Not
on this shop. For a future.
I just like them.
For a future shop, I feel like this shop with like the big no walls and then like having a big roof with big eaves on it. I feel like an awning is gonna be too cluttered. I'm interested in an awning for a future project potentially, but I don't think this build needs an awning. You know.
I just really fuck with like big draping things of fabric.
Yeah.
To block out the sun. I love it.
It's cool. I should. That's
it's
another
like
thing.
Maybe my favorite method of sun protection.
I'll try do some stuff like that on the modded when we get to that. I guess. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go big Arab industry because it's the greatest thing.
I've seen some things about the physics that mods have done.
What have they done? What do you mean?
They've added like wheels and
oh yeah, no, it's like an add-on to the add-on. That's off-road. Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely mod.
And it seems to be very cool.
I'd love to fuck around with fucking. Okay, yeah. I want to keep going with this definitely for a while, but I could be convinced to move on to modded in like before the end of the year. Probably. Yeah.
It's funky. You see, the one of the mods that I want has a couple of vehicles in it that are really cool. Including like a big walker thingy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Steam powered looks so fun.
I'm gonna be running around in big ass trucks.
Trucks I think are going to be I'm not going to be making roads in my swamp. So either you can hook on with your wrench and move around via chain, or you can use big walkers.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
the vibe.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some big trucks, maybe some walkers too. I've seen some people try. I don't remember if I've seen anything succeed, but I'd love to get a Theo Jensen mechanism up and running in that. You know what I'm talking about, or no?
Yeah.
Fucking love him. He's so cool, you know.
That was my first thought when I saw this mod was like, oh, Jack is going to try to do that at some point.
I think I tried a little bit in one of the earlier versions. It didn't work very well, but I will be trying again.
I think it has gotten a lot more sophisticated.
Oh, this is a fun thing. Fun fact. So, my family has been looking at buying a second home in the Netherlands potentially. You know, for
As you do.
One, because the idea would be buy like a beach house or something in the Netherlands somewhere, or a smaller house in the Netherlands somewhere near like a beach as like a vacation thing. But then also,
I will say your family buying a smaller house than what you currently have.
Yeah.
I don't know how advisable that is.
What do you mean?
Your house is small.
My house is not small.
Your house is. I don't know why. No, you're right. It is definitely
what are you talking
not. I don't
about?
know. I was like, I always forgot about like the bottom floor.
There's a whole, but this would be like, and also like an actual small. So this would potentially be like a, like a vacation house kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea is that it's a vacation house that,
Yeah.
if the situation in the United States were to get bad, would be able to be left, And but the funny thing is that one of the places we were looking at, one of the towns we were looking at, is where Theo Jansen is based in.
Okay.
And he does like workshops and shit.
Awesome.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
He's so cool.
I have family that is also moving out of country. Well, that is completely.
You said
moving
okay
out of
in like a kind of like, what was there was like a weird tone there. You good?
No, that seems awesome.
Yeah, I think like holy shit, I could either like if we need to get out of Dodge, we get out of Dodge. If not, I could vacation to the Netherlands and fucking meet Theo Jansen and like that'd be sick as hell.
Yeah.
Because he's for anyone who doesn't know, Theo Jansen is the Dutch engineer artist behind a 20-year or so long art project called Strandbest, in which he makes these large mechanical PVC contraptions that walk down the beach under wind power. And they're just so elegant and pretty. He's so cool. He's my favorite artist. Man, sucks so bad that survival game that you based on all of his shit was just bad. Yeah, it's. The thing is that the closed beta was actually really fun. I liked the closed beta, but then
They just tore it to shreds.
Yeah, they did some shit that ended up making it so casual that being a more casual player was bad, as a lot of survival games do. It made casual play more or less impossible. Especially, they did one thing with the trade station. There was one change in particular that pissed me off, which is they changed how the trade stations work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because before, each trade station had standing buy orders and sell orders, and would operate on its own, asking for things and then selling other things to people. Just so I'm having trouble putting it together, based on what it thought demand was, kinda, I think.
Mm.
But then they made it so it's all buy and sell orders were just set up by players at the stations, right?
Yeah.
Which meant, I can't remember, it was either places would have pretty much all buy orders or all sell orders, which that meant that the playstyle that I had developed in the closed beta
Of buy, sell, move,
Yeah.
buy, sell, move, buy, sell, move.
buy, sell, move was...
Or sell, buy, move.
Yeah. Where I was doing a proper trucking trading playstyle, which was so fun because it was just riding around on this big ass walker from town to town. Like, it was like playing Euro Truck Simulator but on a fucking strand base. It was great. It was fucking great. But they didn't let me. They stopped doing that. You know? It pisses me off to no end. I hopped on to see if there was like buy and sell, if there was like some way that maybe that could be done again. It would be interesting to get on and try it at some point. I might, if as like a couple streams at some point. We'll see. Because like I do own it. I do own the game. And they're working on it. They're making changes to try make it, you know, better. They've recognized that there's a problem and they're trying to fix it.
It's been a hot second, though.
Yeah. For sure. But they are actively working on it from what I've like seen. So. Ooh, that would maybe go hard. Ooh, more roof. I figured out how to make the roof roofier.
Okay.
I mean,
it's 10:30. It's
yeah.
late.
When you
and
gotta
I've got
wake
work
up?
in the morning.
When's your work in the morning?
I've got to get up at 6.
Yeah, you should go to bed.
Man, I need to figure shit out for D&D tomorrow, and also packing 2 weeks worth of stuff.
Have fun with that. I had to pack just 1 week's worth of stuff a bit ago, and it was difficult. No, actually, I had resolved not to like use the washing machine. Actually, I don't know. I got
basically any. Oh! Big news in the world of me.
Big news.
I got a shirt in today.
That's huge. You didn't have any shirts before, so this is a huge change.
Yeah. Not only is it just like I got in a shirt today, I got in a shirt that I already own today. Hell
what?
Yeah.
What is this?
I ordered a new Funya Pride shirt.
God, it's a new Funya shirt?
Because it was faded and old, and this time I got it in black.
I need to figure out if I can buy a new Immortal shirt, because mine's starting to get faded, the one they gave me. Yeah.
You know I'm being productive when I resorted to Riptide Trident hunting squids in the river.
Yeah. That's your most productive.
So I think that is my cue to go to bed.
Yep, see ya.
Night, bye.
Night. Okay, so
with tomorrow, 3 p.m. Be there, or Jack is coming to your house and murdering you.
I didn't wait. I thought I was supposed to say that you were. Was I going to the house? I'll go to your house and cough on you if you're not at the channel at 3 p.m. I'd assume the channel name is going to be STEM Against Genocide. I'd assume. I don't actually know. I've not been informed. They should pay me like a penny for the sponsorship deal. That would be really funny. Big a penny. I should have asked for 1 penny as a bit. This is lovely. This is looking very nice. So I talked about a skylight earlier, right? And then I decided, no, you wouldn't want a skylight in this climate, right? Because you wouldn't. But you'd still want extra light from the top, because in classical buildings, you didn't really do like lantern light. Not great, Ideally, you want to be lit by sunlight as much as you possibly can. But in this climate, you want an indirect light. But what I could do is put kind of like a long roof, like a traditional sort of like longhouse roof, pretty shallow, from like that edge to that edge up top here, and have the extra light coming in like from the sides of that, and like maybe some windows on the side there. Oh, that could go really hard. That could go so hard. That could go like 4 hard, man. Ah, flying, flying and flying. Oh, I think I desperately need to go get a tissue right this second. Yeah. Well, that towel's dry. Mostly. Where'd my bottle go? There. What's a different one? That's still fun. Oh, hello. It's 75 or 76? 75! Anyway, hello. I return. I return! The face when I return. What am I saying? That's a great question. I'm making a roof, and it's a good roof. Ah! What animal was that? That was a llama. I'm building some lovely roofs right now. Yeah. Whoop, that doesn't go all the way out there. There we go. I'm thinking like long roof this way, and then we're gonna have like a little window like here maybe. Or the, like 2 windows like in the pockets of the other ones, kind of goes hard. And like a nice shallow arc on the side ones here. Yeah! I'm getting... You ever seen a guy so excited about a nice shallow arc in a roof? I don't think so. That's the kind of excitement you only get right here. Oh, this is dark. I will probably be logging off soon. Ah! Fuck! Sky rats, sky rats, sky rats, sky rats. I think I will be quiet because Maggie has a headache. If I've interpreted a series of gestures correct, which I believe I have. Whoa, 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 ow! I don't feel a thing, and it's hard remembering. Days are just like turns. I can't sing well enough to sing that song. I want to rewatch Cowboy fucking Bebop so fucking bad. It's so good. I don't feel a thing, and it's hard remembering. Days are just like moments turn to hours. My mother used to say, if you want, you find a way. Mother never danced through fire showers. I think that's right. I think I'm getting all these lyrics right. And then you know, then of course it goes, walk in the rain, in the rain, in the rain. I walk in the rain, in the rain. Why do I feel so alone? Is it here that I'm sorry? I'm realizing that this does not stick with my. I should be quiet because Maggie has a headache thing. And I was musicking. I was jamming. That's enough for me to be able to see if a central roof looks good. Yep. This is lovely. This is a fucking lovely build. I should stop tooting my own horn so much. Oh, but I don't, like, want to. Oh, that's a bottom slab, right? Hang on. So then, what do I do then? I do, like, that to there, and then, like, I want to do, like... Actually, shit, the move might be, like... So that's a bottom slab, so that would be a top slab. And then that'll be a bottom slab for like the peak of the roof there. Right. Good. Though actually I want to arch that more. So like one more thing. Stairs there. Oh, it's all it's difficult to jump up here. It's like stairs here, and like stairs like here. This is getting too tall for the secondary roof. I think I was thinking much shallower in the beginning, so we're gonna go back towards that. We're gonna go back towards that route. I have good building senses, I think. Yeah, that'll look good. Slightly different plan. I'm learning and thinking. Shit. Again, that's the same bad roof shape I did earlier. That's better. But is it like good? No. No, it's not. It isn't. Distinctly no. Slop! What if it's just the most shallow roof in the world? No, that's too sad. Honestly, I think it looked... The first one I did that was a little too tall looked the best. How'd that one go? I was like that there, and then like 3 across at the top, right? And then I did like that, and I did like... Did I do like that, or did I do like that? Well, that looks good, so maybe I did it like that. Or I can do it like that, and we can have a shape. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. Did this roof need another tier? No, but I wanted it to have one. Oh, and this also, if I instead of making that a window, I leave that open, this leave somewhere for the hot air to escape. This is like a, it's like oh, this would help with airflow. I like thinking about airflow in builds, it's fun. I should just be like an HVAC guy. Nah. Shit. I feel like I wanted it wider. You know, I'm gonna leave that for today, as that's just a proof of concept up there, and that'll let me remember what I'm going for. Let's get a bird. Let's get a bird on this. Let's get a bird's eye view on this. I think it'll need to look shallower to look good from up here, yeah. Yeah, I think it needs to be shallower and maybe wider. Like, Yeah. Well, that's a tomorrow me problem. Goodbye.